Okay, today we're going to check the lesson 5 and the title first. So 就买这件吧. 就 at here, this is a grammar point of the lesson 5. It's indicated that's a conclusion. Or that's a reference of something. But you can think this word at just at here, like 就买这件, just take this one. And actually for 就, this particle have lots of the different grammatical function in Chinese language. So we will learn that one by one and in the future. Okay, so listening section part 1 听力第一部分. So Sam check the picture. 先看图片. So the 第一个 first one. So 饭馆 right? 饭馆 restaurant, and they are eating. Going to order the dish right? They're going to 吃饭 right? 吃饭. And seems they are drinking some wine. So 喝 right? 喝. And second one. Okay, so there's some people on this, so at the side of the street, and they're reading. So 读书, right? 读书, reading. Maybe it's morning reading hall. I'm not sure, but morning reading. Right? So 早上读书. And the third one, 第三个. So grandmother, right? Abela. So and 喝牛奶, right? Drink milk. 喝牛奶. And the first one, so 女儿, right? The word we have learned, daughter, 女儿, and having her breakfast or lunch, supper, not sure. So 女儿 and 吃饭, right? 吃饭. And the fifth one, shopping, right? 买东西, especially right here it's clothes, so 衣服, right? 衣服, 买衣服. Okay, and check the script. The first one, 今天 sorry, 第一个我今天有点累. So 有点 is a little bit, right? And 累 tired. So 有点 is always before the adject to indicate the degree of that feeling, right? So I'm a little bit tired today. 去外边吃晚饭吧. So go outside, have dinner. Have supper. So 去外面, so Chinese people will say 在家吃饭, so eat at home, and 去外面吃饭, go outside to eat, and same as we eat at a restaurant. So the first one, restaurant, and 吃饭, so it's correct. And second one, 第二个, 他们都在准备下午的考试呢. So 在什么什么呢? This the sentence pattern structure indicates the action in progress, right? They are doing what, right? So 都 that means both. So that means it's not one person, maybe 3, 4, 5. So 们 is also for plural, right? So 准备 to prepare something. So prepare what? So 考试 examination, and examination it's afternoon examination, 下午的考试. So since before the is going to attribute to what after, what follow the. So the so several peoples, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 很多人, lots of the people. So we can use the, and they are reading. So maybe preparing for the class, preparing for the examination. So 这个对的. Second one, 第二个对的. And third one, 医生说喝茶对身体很好. So doctor say drink tea. 对 preposition word like to. So 对身体 to your body, to your healthy 很好. It's very good. So doctor said drinking tea is good for your body, right? So at here is 牛奶, right? So it's false. 不对 错. Okay, fourth one 第四个我准备了你爱吃的鱼. So I prepared fish. You like it. You love it. Okay, so I'm not sure. The fish. Seems there is no fish, right? So it's vegetable, 菜，蔬菜. So this one false. And number 5第5个，这件衣服还不错，你喜欢就买吧. So right here, there's the measure word we learn in this lesson, during this lesson, 件. 件, this is a measure word for clothes, right? So this one clothes. High, that means still not bad, right? That means like a softer tone, right? Softer tone. You think it's okay, not that good, so it's still good. So 你喜欢就买吧. So you like, just buy it. So buy at the end of the sentence indicate this is a suggestion, this is a recommendation. Okay, so 买衣服, right? So 衣服. So correct, 对. And second part 第二部分. So check the picture first. The first one, A here. So two people, right? So 两个人. So maybe 丈夫妻子, right? And they are watching what? So 看电视, right? Watching TV, or 看电影 watching movie. We are not sure. And B, so again 丈夫妻子, right? 做饭 cooking. And C, so 两个人对吧 two people. So 学生 student, and seems it's mathematics. We are not sure. And maybe there's one helping another to do some problems, helping others to learn to prepare the examination, right? So maybe we'll use this word 帮 to help. This is what we have learned in lesson 4, right? Quite an important word, 帮. And picture D, 踢足球, right? Play football. And E, so it's clothes, right? So maybe this lady tried these clothes and his boyfriend or the shopkeeper said, oh, it's nice, 很不错的嘛，很漂亮. So 衣服, right? Must have something about 衣服. And F, so this is a tea table and a teapot and teacup. So 杯子, right? 杯子, 茶杯 茶壶 pot. So it's about the drinking. So 喝茶 drinking tea. Okay, so let's check the script. Conversation. So 第6个number 6. 今天晚上你想吃什么? So something about eating. The lady said, 我们在家吃吧，就做你爱吃的. So what do you want to eat tonight? So we eat at home. So that means they are going to cook, right? And she said, 就 just 做 to make. 你爱吃的. So something you love to eat, right? We all make the things, right? 你爱吃的鱼, 你爱吃的饭, the meal you like to eat, the what you like to eat, right? So it's about the cooking. So number 6, B. And number 7, 7. 你想不想去看电影? So 想不想, so want or not want, 去看电影, go watch movie. 我有点累, I'm a little bit tired. 在家看电视吧. So 看电视 at home. So 2 people are watching TV. A, right? So number 7, 第7个我们选 A, we choose A. And 第8个，你和小明在做什么呢? So you and, so 小明 小 junior, right? That's younger. 明 that's giving name, so junior 明. 在做什么呢? What are you two doing? 我们在准备明天的考试呢. So tomorrow's examination. We are preparing for tomorrow's examination. So 考试 that's must for 学生, right? For student. So number 8, 第8个我们选 C, right? C. And number 9, 第9个医生说每天喝咖啡对身体不好. So doctor said every day drink coffee. For your body, to your body, not good. It's not good to drink coffee every day. And the man replied, 以后. So this is also the new word we learned during this lesson. 以后, that means In generally, if this word used alone, that means in the future, in the future, and or we can think about it so from now to the future. And sometimes it will appear after a time now, like 什么什么以后, right? So then you say 以后. That means after this time point, right? So 什么什么以后, right? So like 明天以后, that means after tomorrow, right? 或者说今年以后, after this year, or we can say 7点以后, after 7 o'clock, right? So this word could use alone to indicate that that's something that's the future, but it also can indicate after a certain time point. Okay, so 以后我不喝茶了. So in the future, I don't drink coffee. And that here we use le because this is changing, right? So before he used to have coffee, but in the future he's not going to have that. So we have to indicate this change. We have to use le. And he say 喝茶drink tea. So for drinking, F, right? 所以第9个我们选 F。And 10 number 10， 你看看这件衣服怎么样？ So how is this clothes? So 怎么样 ask about the feeling. How is something? How you think about this one? The man replied, 我觉得有点大。I think a little bit big, a little bit large, right? So 有点 always before an adject, right? So indicate the degree. 那件 so that one 还不错 right? It should be that one closes, right? But we just use 件 to instead of that noun because we don't want to repeat it again. So number 10, we choose E, right? E for 衣服 right? Clothes. And the third part, 第3部分。听对话，选择正确答案. So listen to the conversation and answer the questions. So check the answers first, choices first. So 第11, number 11. So A, 外面, so outside or out of the home. And B, 咖啡馆. So 咖啡, this is new word we learned during this lesson, but I think most of you won't be unfamiliar with this word because it seems most of foreigners enjoys coffees a lot. So for the Chinese language lectures, normally at the very beginning, when we're going to teach 喝, drink, we'll teach you this word, 咖啡, coffee. And the 馆, that means a place. So like 图书馆, so library. And 体育馆, sports stadium. And 咖啡馆, that means cafe. So this is a place for coffee. And C, 书店, bookshop. So 店 is for the commercial things like 书店, 鞋店, 服装店, clothes shop, right? So some kind of 店 and the most widely used one, 饭店, restaurant, right? So 11, it must ask something about place. So where, 哪儿, right? And 12, A, 鱼, fish, right? And B, 都爱吃. So both like it. Both like it. So I enjoy all kinds of the food. I don't have the preference to a certain one. And C, 晚饭, evening, right? So 晚上的饭, the meal of the night. Supper, right? And so for the 12 matter is like we're going to have the meal. So what would you like to eat, right? So I like fish or I both like. And so I think the correct answer should be A or B, but I'm not sure which one is. We have still to check the script. And 13 第13 A 他儿子不喜欢 so his son dislike doesn't like it. And B 椅子 chair, right? 有点高 we see tall or elder, right? So 有点 little bit, right? So 高 is an adjective. And C 100块钱 100 yuan. So according to this choice, I think is like the dad or the mom bought a gift for his or her son, and they are talking about something about that gift. Right? Matt is the gift. It's just a chair, right? We don't know. Okay. So 14 第14 and A 读和写 so read and write 还不错还不错still good so not that bad so that's to soft the tone that means high so it means that's acceptable but not that satisfied and B 说和写还不错 so speak and write still not bad and C 听和说还不错 so listen and speak still not bad so it's so let me guess so normally I will so we can consider is to ask someone's language learning language studying like how is your Chinese I would say my Chinese is okay reading and write is not that bad not that poor right so here is to pay attention to the skill they used. So you have to familiar with the pronunciation here. So 读 to read, 写 to write, and 说 to speak, and 听 to listen. So 听说读写 and for the language lectures and for language learners, these are the 4 basic language skills you have to master, right? And 15, 一个 so one what we don't know right there must be something but we don't know what it is and B 不吃 I'm not going to eat and C 很多 a lot so it's asked about the quantity of something right like 多少 or we can say if that's under 10 we will use 几 right 几 okay let's check the script of the conversation and 11第11个外边有点冷 so 外面sorry 外面outside 有点冷 a little bit cold so 冷 cold 是啊 yes 我们就在咖啡馆看书吧 so yes we should read the book in the coffee shop right so the question is 他们在哪儿看书 at where so only one place is appeared so 咖啡馆 right so 第11个我们选 B right B 咖啡馆 and 12我去准备晚饭你们爱吃什么 so I'm going to prepare the supper what you like to eat what you love to eat yeah 我和我丈夫都爱吃鱼 fish they enjoy fish right so 她丈夫最爱吃什么 so most like eat is what we haven't learned the 最 but we know what he likes to eat he loves to eat so it's only choice fish right 鱼 so number 12第12个我们选 A and 13这个椅子怎么样 so this one chair how you feel how you think about this one so and the man replied 我儿子不到1米 okay so this sentence have included a new way to use 到 so 到 we have learned this word as arrive to come and then here my son not arrive 1 meter so that's my son is less than 1 meter haven't reached haven't beyond right so 不到 so 这个有点高 so this one a little bit tall right a little bit tall so this chair right 这个 instead of this one chair 这个椅子 and the question is 男的为什么so this I think this is the first time or it's quite rarely to say why question right but as we continue to learn you will find more questions with this one why 为什么不买这个椅子 why he doesn't want to buy this chair right so because this is a little bit tall right 有点高 his son is haven't reached 1 meter and 14你昨天的考试怎么样 so how right 怎么样 how is your examination yesterday right 昨天听和说还不错 right 听和说 listening and speaking so 听和说还不错 and 15第15个吃苹果对身体好苹果 apple right eat apple good for your body, for your healthy. 但是 but right, Chinese people always like talk like this. So important part is always after 但是 right. So 但是也 also 不能 so can't 吃 eat 太多 so but also can't eat too much too many right. And the man replied 我以后少吃一点儿，每天吃一个。So I in the future 少 before a verb. That means we do that action less, right? So we should do that action less. So I should eat less, and every day I just eat a little bit. So 一点儿，一点儿 is for quantity, right? So at here is 我以后少吃一点儿苹果，苹果。We omit the object here in this sentence. 每天吃一个。So every day I have one apple, right? I have an apple. A question is 男的以前每天吃几个苹果 So this one is quite tricky. And he said 我以后少吃一点 So I in the future I will eat less. Every day I will eat one. But the question is how many he ate it every day in the past, right? So 以前 is in front. So if 以后 is in the future, in the back of something. So 以前 is before, in the future. Sorry, in the past. So in the past, the man every day ate it how many peoples? We don't know, right? But we can inference. We can infer. We can infer that in the future he's going to have one every day. And he said one is less than what he used to eat. So the number must be on the one, maybe 2, 3, or 4, or 5, right? So at here, A is definitely wrong because this is what he going to eat in the future, right? 以后吃一个 but not in the past. And 不吃 definitely not, right? We know he eat and more than one. So the only choice we can choose is 很多 many, a lot, right? So 很多 Okay, so this one is really funny. This is a practice you should have more. Okay, I'm going to the reading section 阅读部分 and part 1 第一部分 So let's check the picture first. So A, okay, he started, right? So 学习 maybe prepare for the examination, right? So 准备 prepare 考试 examination, right? So we're going to see. And picture B, okay, so he's working, right? So 工作 and I think he's tired, right? So 累 and maybe the working condition circumstances is high temperature, so he feels hot, right? So 热 and C, so this lady refused a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. So Matt, she said, 我不喝咖啡 or 我不喝茶. And for the reason, maybe coffee or tea is not good for her healthy. So 喝咖啡对身体不好 or 喝茶对身体不好, right? She refused to have that. And D, play basketball, right? This is example. And E, so the whole family get together and having meal. And it seems they eat outside, right? So 在外面吃饭，在外面吃饭 or 在餐厅吃饭 right? 在饭店吃饭 right? And F, so this is a dish, right? And seems it's chicken or fish, I'm not sure, but this is dish, right? So 菜 and a lot of the meat, right? So 肉 meat. Okay, and let's check the sentence. And 16第16个今天是爸爸的生日 So today is Dad's birthday. 我们就去外面吃饭 So 吃饭 eat and outside, right? Go outside. So picture E, right? Picture E. And 17. 妈妈做了你最爱吃的菜 So mom made the dish you most love eating, you most favorite to eat, right? 最爱吃的菜。So the dish, F, right? And 18, 我有点累 I'm a little bit tired, right? So 累休息一下休息 to rest 一下 for a short while indicate that's a short that a short action, right? So 累this guy is tired, right? 他很累 so B. And 19, 他这几天 so 几 at here so approximate number, right? So 这几天 these few days 要准备考试 so need 需要准备考试 prepare examination 我没时间sorry 我没给他打电话 I haven't make a phone call to him for him. So 准备考试 to study, right? 学习 So this one, this guy 所以 A 19我们选 A. And 20我不喝了 I don't drink I stop drinking now. So 喝了 indicate I'm not going to drink. Maybe before I drink, but now I don't. And 我已经喝了3杯了 I already drink 3 cups 3杯了 this indicates change of situation, right? So 喝 refuse to drink, so C. And part 2 第二部分 so choose the proper words to fill the blanks. So check the words first. 我们先看词 A 就 so this is the particle we learn this lesson indicate the conclusion of something, or we can think about like just English just to emphasize, right? And B 把 end of a sentence indicate this is a suggestion, right? And C 还 so emphasize it's okay, it's not that bad, but also have a tone with not that satisfied. And D 对 correct, right? Correct. And E is quick, expensive. This is an example, right? And F 以后 so in the future, right? In the future or after a time now indicate after that time point. So 21 21 王芳 people's name, right? True capital letter. So Wang family name, Fang given name. 你去 so you go 买一点水果 so you go buy some fruit, a little bit fruit. So only one can appear at the end of sentence. Ba, right, indicate this is a suggestion. And 22, 我下午4点考试 I afternoon 4 o'clock examination 考试什么给你打电话 so examination what give you a phone call so we can't make a phone call during the examination, right? You can't use your cell phone normally, so that's must be after the examination, right? So 考试以后 right? 以后给你打电话 so after examination I made a phone call to you. 23 我有2本 so I have 2 books, right? So 本 measure word for books. 你喜欢 so you like 送给你送 to give something as a gift or to send 送给你一本 so for you or one. So if you like I just send you one, right? So at here 就 right 就 And 24 我太忙了忙 busy and 太什么什么了indicates that's a high degree of something. 没时间运动 no time exercise 我知道运动 I know exercise so 什么身体很好 so it's 2 4 right so it's D D 对 okay and sorry so 对 is also it's both it's both adject and a preposition word as preposition word that means 4 right so are 2 but as adject that means that's correct that's right okay. And 25 今天的菜什么可以可以 is okay, right 都是我丈夫做的 both is so 是什么什么的 emphasize structure so delete that, right? So 我丈夫做my husband cook, do, did, right? So both both today's dishes is cooked are cooked by my husband. So normally the husband is not good at cooking, a personal experience. So it's just okay, right? Not that satisfied. So we use 还可以, right? So still okay, not that worse. And part 3. So decide whether the inferences are true or false, right? So 判断句子的意思是否正确。So we check the original sentence first. 26 26 300块钱还可以，你喜欢就买吧。So 300 块 measure word for money. So 钱 money. So 300 money still satisfied, still okay, right? Not that expensive. It's expensive, but not that expensive. Acceptable, right? So 你喜欢就买吧. So you like, just buy it. So reply, inference is 她不喜欢这件衣服. She doesn't like these clothes. Haven't been mentioned, right? So we don't know, right? And 27. 我们一起准备晚饭. So we together prepare dinner, supper. 你做鱼, you make fish. 我做菜, I make a dish, a vegetable, right? So inference is 他们不去外面吃饭. They don't go outside to eat. Yeah, they are going to make it together, right? Prepare it together. So it's correct. 对的. And 28. 昨天考试的读和写不太好. So yesterday's examination, read and write, not too good, right? 不太好. So it's good, but not that good, right? And 他在想昨天的考试呢. So 在什么什么呢? Action in progress, right? So 想 think. So he is thinking yesterday's examination, right? He said something about yesterday's examination, so he is thinking about it. And 29. 我中午有点累. So tired. So 中午 no time, right? So 喝了2杯咖啡. Drink 2 cup of coffee. Okay, and the inference. 他累的时候喝咖啡. So he tired moment drink coffee. That's right. He drank coffee, right? And 30. 你少喝一点吧. Bar suggestion, right? 少 before verb. That means you should do that action less. So 少喝一点. So you drink less wine, right? 少喝一点酒. 喝多了, so drink too much. Le indicates the change, right? Sometimes you drunk, right? 喝多了. This is also a phrase like drunk, right? 喝多了. So if I say 我喝多了, I'm drunk, right? I'm drunk. But normally if I'm drunk, I won't say I'm drunk. I was just sleeping. 对身体不好, not good for your body, for your healthy, right? So the inference is 他的身体不好. We just say if you drunk is not good for your healthy, but we haven't mentioned how is his body situation, right? So this one is fourth. Okay, and the fourth part, 第四部分, match the sentence to make it dialogues. So we check the choices first. A. 我今天早上6点起床的. Okay, so do at the end of sentence, and at here there must be 是, right? So 我是, so emphasize. I get up this morning 6 o'clock. So we omit 是 at here. 现在有点累. Now a little bit tired, right? And B. 你会做什么菜? So you 会 at here. It could be you will make what dish, and it also could be you know how to make, right? 会 we learn this auxiliary word as we're going to gain the skill through learning, right? So what dish you know how to make, right? So you know how to make what dish. And C. 明天我去公司. So tomorrow I go to the company. 不去打球了. So not going to play basketball, right? Maybe basketball, maybe badminton, maybe ping pong, right? Not sure. Okay, le indicate the change. And D. 昨天的考试, yesterday's examination. 你觉得怎么样? So how you think about yesterday's examination? So maybe he was saying read and good is okay, but what is not that good. And E, 他在哪儿? Where is he? Right? So 在哪儿呢? So 在 here, at. 你看见他了吗? So you see him, you saw him, right? So this is example, right? And F, 你准备去北京旅游的东西了吗? So you prepare 去 go to 去 go to go, right? 北京旅游 travel, right? 的东西了吗? So at here, this part so work as work to attribute 东西. So have you prepared the science object? What object to go to Beijing for travel? So traveling things. And 了吗? 了 that means the completion of the action. Right? This is already been done. Okay, and let's check the 31. 我会做鱼，你爱吃鱼吗? So I know how to cook fish. Right? So 做饭 to make the food. And 31 31我们选 B, we choose B. And 32 你休息一下吧. You have a rest. You rest for a while, right? So normally when you want to have the rest, you are tired. Right? So 累. So this one we choose A. And the 33 我觉得还不错. I think still not bad, right? I think it's acceptable, not that worse. So this is the reply about how you think about something, right? So the question must include 怎么样? So D 昨天的考试你觉得怎么样? Yesterday's examination, how you feel, how you think. And I think it's okay, right? Still not that bad, right? So 33 33我们选D. And 34我们下个星期去，明天再准备吧. So we next week, so 下个星期next week 去next week we go to Beijing 明天再准备吧. So tomorrow I'm going to prepare that tomorrow. So 在 this word it indicates we do the action in the future, not now. We keep it for for the tomorrow. I'm tired today, maybe, right? So 34我们选 F, so because it's 准备 to prepare. And 3535好吧，你明天回家以后给我打电话. So okay, so bar softer tone, right? Not that welding, but okay. 你明天回家以后 so you tomorrow after you go back home. So 这里以后 is after this act, so means after tomorrow you go back home. So make a phone call to me, 给我. Okay, so this one is C, right? 明天我去公司不去打球了. And I'm not welding. I still want you to go, but I only can accept that. So I say 好吧. So if you go back home tomorrow, so after you go back home tomorrow, so make a phone call to me. So 35我们选 C. Okay, these are the reading section and the listening section, or the lesson 5 第5课. And so if you have some if you do some question incorrectly, Matt, you should check the vocabulary or the grammar point again before you're going to start in the next lesson. Okay, so we stop here. 再见。